G'day everybody, welcome back for another night of VCS action. In for a pretty good night tonight, I think. As always, I'm Everyday. With me is Yulwei. How are you tonight, man?
Hello, I'm super keen getting to watch the second series today. But first,
Definitely.
QG against Loki should be a good one as well.
Well,
Interesting
I mean,
implications.
is Loki going to be a bit more serious today?
I mean, I think if they play like yesterday with their demon composition, they'll stomp QG anyway. We have
I
the
mean, you're not wrong.
we have the least
I mean,
successful team in the second round robin, playing their last game, their last chance against a win in the second round robin. QG have not gotten a single victory. That's devastating, and let's see if they can get one.
maybe. If you're Loki and you're gonna meme it up against Flash, surely you're gonna meme it up against QG, right?
I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I guess why not?
I mean,
But on the other side,
at
you
least for
want to
game
secure
one.
third, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, so we've got conflicting reports on how playoffs works. I don't know if you were reading the
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah.
I
Yep.
assumed, yeah, I assumed it was first place fourth, second place third, but apparently first picks who they want to play.
Yeah.
In which case, third or fourth doesn't matter because Gum, assuming Gum comes first, they're not in first at the moment, but, well, I mean, it doesn't actually matter. Whoever comes first
Picks.
will pick DBL.
I mean, it actually matters
DBL is
now. I think it actually matters a lot for Loki because we've seen some very angry statements from Tinnicum. I'm not quite sure what
I
his.
think that it's an absurd thing to get angry over.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous to get angry over trolling
They're just
in
having fun.
non-important
It's not
matches, but
exactly like they're just having fun.
yeah, apparently he said he's really not happy seeing Loki trolling, and he wants to um, deny them the entry into the final. So he wants to pick them. He's the manager or coach, some kind of coach, not the official coach. That's Yuna, but some kind of coach for GAM, the one that assembled the roster and stuff. So yeah, apparently he wants to pick Loki. So if GAM gets first and they beat Flash later today, I guess it doesn't matter what if Loki does, because Tinnikan
Yeah.
will pick them anyway. I'm not sure if
Well,
he alone gets to decide, but
you'd think not. You'd think it would come down to people actually involved in the play rather than maybe. Again, I don't know Tennikin's
sure.
actual position, but my understanding is that he's like high up in the organization, but
Yeah.
not necessarily directly involved with the team. So you'd hope if he doesn't have the final call, you just hope he doesn't because that's a badly organized team. But yeah,
I mean, it's very funny to me that he would say something like this, because if you think back to GAM 2017, when they came into Worlds with their cheese strategies, with their weird Nocturne level 6 draft, that was Tinnikan being the coach of the team. So
I think there is a distinct difference between like a cheese that's meant to catch your opponent out and steal a win versus playing a TFT card.
it's true, but it's still kind of
But still,
interesting to
it's not
hear.
playing standard. It's definitely not playing standard. We'll have to say. I mean, again, I think it's a bit ridiculous to get angry about it. I think it was a bit of fun, but regardless, they're not in this game, so let's focus on this one. So far, Band's looking pretty normal. No Ivan being removed, so that powerhouse is available.
Yeah, and let's see what interesting draft we have today for Loki. If they want to go for something memey or if they want to play it serious. I think it's also a little bit more important to play this one seriously because there are still huge implications for the bottom tier teams today with QTV sitting at 4-9. Oh, that's the Sidrani first pick. I mean, that's a legitimate first pick.
That's
So.
a legitimate pick.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't get your hopes up for it being glacial yet. Sejuani's a legitimate first pick. Yeah. Answered back there with the Akali. Hero probably gets that one. It's a very safe top laner.
I just want to see another brand because Venus's brand performance was.
It was
otherworldly. That was great performance.
Unironically, like all trolling aside, the brand was incredible.
Yeah.
It was
I think
so
he ended
well
the game with
played.
3-0 and 9 or something. He had
It was
more
more
AP than the mid
that.
laner.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it would have been something like that. He had like 12 pages of his Magi.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. And yeah, this is looking pretty standard here with that Renekton lock in. Harney will take that one, presumably. I don't think Artifact will play it.
Yeah, I think it's fair for Loki to go non-troll this time, because as I said, there are still huge implications for QTV in this match, and if they troll away victory, or like give QTV the free victory here with a troll comp, FTV would be very angry, because FTV still have chances of getting out of relegations. QTV has looked like the weakest team. No, they have not only looked like the weakest team, they are the weakest team in round 2. They have not won a single series. They're 0-6 in round 2, so if they go 0-7 and FTV is able to once again win against DVL, FTV will actually get the 6th place and will be safe.
Yeah, it definitely does matter. I think you make a good point here. It would be a little bit inappropriate for Loki to, troll with TFT comps in a game that actually does matter for the opponent. So good on them, I think. But in terms of the picks, so we've got both ADCs locked in. I always read the name next to the champion. It was the Celebrity taking that Lucian. Jisoo picking up the Kai'Sa.
No Kalista today, not banned, not picked for Jisoo, the Kalista specialist.
I mean, I don't think he actually threatens that pick very often, because Kalista's not very good.
Oh, he has played it 5 times, so he definitely has played it a lot. Kai'Sa still one more pick, and now 2 more picks than Kalista. So yeah, Jisoo is still playing standard ADCs, but he definitely threatens the Kalista from time to time, and they like to play around bot lane.
But I mean, the big question is like, even if you're very, very good at Kalista, how scared of you are it? That's the question.
Yeah, especially into Lucian, it's probably not the right call.
Exactly. Yeah.
Looking at what
I like the ban. The bans are a bit interesting here from Loki. They banned out 2 supports. Obviously, Lux still being a support ban more than anything else. And QGV snaps up the Braum.
Braum has risen to priority here in VCS a lot. We've seen a lot of Braum picks, interestingly enough. And less Rakan priority than we see, for example, in the LEC. So definitely a little bit of a different support meta here.
Whoa,
what is this?
Lucian mid.
Into Akali,
right?
Interesting.
I mean,
kind of blocks the Corki last pick as well.
Isn't the Akali going top? Isn't that more likely?
I mean, we'll have to see, right?
Yeah, I guess we don't know. This is a crazy pick.
Oh,
there's the Rakan that we talked about. Oh, not really.
Ooh,
I'd love to see.
I'd like to see Janna and Vayne as bot lane.
Would we like to see Janna? I'd like to see a new pick, but do we want to see Janna?
Why not? Janna is exciting. Actually, not super great against J4 though. So
that's also very true. We're gonna have to see where this works out. Is this? I mean, I think the most likely situation is that it's Lucian mid, because that's actually a pretty legitimate pick. But it could be a Vayne top flex Renekton mid. I think that's unlikely.
Blind Vayne top though.
That would be insane. I think it's much more likely that this is they're not going to do any more swaps.
And Vayne top into Akali's, not a great matchup. Cast your mind back to MSI, where G2 ended up with the Vayne into Akali matchup, and on the other side, IG's top laner, the Shy, went. I think he ended the game on double-digit kills, so that was not a great experience for G2.
No, so. It certainly wasn't. I'd love to know why they want to bring this Vayne out. Are they just practicing it? Are they just showing that there's another string in their bow? I'm not 100% sure, because I feel like Vayne's not that good at the moment. Short-range ADCs in this meta is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, they really lack siege now in this team composition. They have Lucian and Vayne, 2 very bad ADCs at sieging, so they really need a Baron to finish this game. They really need a big team fights, maybe late game team fights. Vayne is very, very good into J4 though. My duo partner, who's a Vayne one trick always goes back to Vayne if the enemy team has one assassin and a J4.
love getting the insights into your adventures in this game, man.
He is, yeah, but Wayne is very good at J4. That was my point. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and you are correct.
she can tumble out of his
Yulwei-
engage, she can tumble out of his ult, and she can stun him in his own ult. So, yeah, he can't do
I
anything
think
against Wayne.
that's the funniest one. That's
Yeah,
like the real hard counter. It's like, oh, you ulted me? Thanks, dude. I'm just gonna
exactly.
stun you up. Get wrecked, man.
And Wayne got a little
Um,
buff, right? Or was that on
yeah,
915?
might have been
She
9:15.
definitely got a buff. I have to double check if it was on
Well, I
915 or
mean,
914.
she fell out of favor like massively after the Rage Blade change
That's true.
because he lost that Phantom hit, which was super super important for her.
Yeah,
So again, I'd love to know why they're bringing her back out. I definitely don't think Vayne is like so terrible that it's a troll pick or anything like that. Like she's fine.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
the
why.
buff was at 915. So maybe they prepared this pick for the next patch, which will probably be the playoff patch. If you look ahead.
I mean, if there's a week break between playoffs and the regular season, there's no way they stay on the same patch.
Yeah.
That's so outdated.
Definitely, yeah. So this is an interesting thing. I think we'll see a little bit more Wayne as lane counters in the next patch, even in the major regions. Because she has a lot of burst damage now. The E got more damage. I think it went from 100% extra damage if you hit the E stun to 150% extra damage. So a solid 50% damage increase, which means her level 2 is actually super dangerous. If you go QE and get the stun on level 2, you can go for an early all-in on the Vayne. As I said, not as relevant in this patch because it's still the old values, but yeah, looking ahead to playoffs.
Is her level 2 the spike there, or is it the level 3? I think both are pretty heavy spikes.
Yeah, it's true. I think you can go for surprise all-ins level 2. Level 3, if once you have skilled all these spells, it's definitely stronger, right? You get the PTA combined with your silver bolts, so extra damage there is nice.
Yep. Ooh, Artifact missing an easy CS there. Come on, mate. You can do better.
Now Lucian into Jace as a mid lane matchup. That's a new one.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting to say the least. Can't say we've cast too much of that one.
Definitely not.
We have cast a fair bit of Lucian, and I mean, in the end, it should just play out like a solo ADC versus solo ADC, right? I don't think there's kill pressure from either of them without a jungler. There's no solo kill potential.
I definitely think the trades, especially in the early game, go in favor of Lucian. Because he has a better ability to chain auto attack and abilities together.
Yeah.
More gank setup though for Genza. So.
I do like that we've seen the electrocute out of Genza on the Jace. I think that's it's pretty standard, but
is it?
It's still well, I mean, I see a fair bit of electrocute Jace. But often we get the airy or like comet, that sort of thing.
Yeah, for full poke. This is more of an all-in Jace with this rune choice.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily all-ins. I think it's just respecting how the trades are likely to go.
True. That's true.
Because he'll want to be proccing his range W, because Lucian won't give you the time to do much else. Lucian will sort of Q you, hit you twice. You have the time to do your W3 hits and get an electrocute proc, and then Lucian will dash away.
Very true. Yeah, I'd agree. It's a good decision for lane. I'm still not sure if it's worth it to go for this one over a poke choice, because you're not picking a Jace to win mid lane against Lucian, right? It's.
I don't think. Did they expect Lucian there? I mean, they picked Jace when the Vayne was already revealed, so I guess they did.
Yeah, I think they picked this one as a better matchup into the Lucian than the Akali, which is interesting. I guess Akali hard loses lane early on against Lucian, but she should have a little bit of kill pressure later on in the game. Level 6, she's very good against ADCs.
Got a little bit unlucky there, did Hero. He pressed E just as the Renekton stun landed, so he ended up getting stunned despite dashing away.
Yeah, Hero had to flash away then. But yeah, it's still Akali. Should be fine, especially once level 6 hits. Maybe DNK tries to go for another gank, but he's spotted here.
Successful gank. He is spotted. He should spot Seal, so he knows that he's been detected. Might want to try and steal a little Krug away. Smites it.
You got one. Nice.
Oh, yeah,
Nicely done,
it's
Seal.
a smite for a smite. Whoa!
Oh, I like this one. A little bit of
Do
mental
like
warfare.
Chat pointing out LK has absolutely no TFT buffs, and QG has the ninja buff, so they win, right?
And on the strongest ninja in the game, so yeah.
Yeah. Akali's a little busted.
The enemy team at least has a Sejuani, who's, if she gets her ult off, is pretty busted as well, so...
Yeah, I mean, this is like, I don't know what DNK's managed to get for item drops here, but look at his mana bar. It's just constantly full.
It's true.
I don't know how he's doing this one. Oh, God. TFT has, like, changed the meta of casting shit posting forever. Artifact doing really well. Van Culling did so much in the flash forward to get the double auto attack. He's probably going to go down here because he doesn't have his dash, and he does.
He accepted death there.
Yeah, he knew he was dead.
That was...
But that was really well played.
That was a great all-in opportunity. They go it's Ignite against Ignite in the mid lane. We really seldomly see Ignite against Ignite in the mid lane. Usually one of the two goes either heal or teleport, but this is a kill lane, and the first kill goes over to Artifact.
Ooh, nice in the bot lane, here comes the knock-up from Venus. We'll just use that battle dance to get away, though. Celebrity just sort of wandering backwards. Really pleb tier Vayne skin choice as well. Not happy to see that aristocrat Vayne.
Is Dragon Slayer Vayne, no?
Oh, is it? No, that's aristocrat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
like the Project Vayne a lot more.
Yeah, Project
Vayne is very nice.
The motorcycle's great. It's so over the top.
By the way, if you own ProView and someone plays Vayne in the next patch with the Project skin, go over and watch ProView from their screen, because the Project Vayne ult looks very cool. I had no idea what was going on. I never play Vayne, right? So I had no idea what was going on, but wow, that's a very cool screen popping up.
Yeah, it really is. It gets you so hyped. It's just like, goggles on, let's go, boys. It's a great time. So, looking at the map now, the first point of pressure is likely going to be somewhere around this dragon. Neither team is particularly good at the early dragon, but it is the VCS Drake, so we know they both want it. I think it's more important for QG. Oh, Genza's in a lot of trouble here.
Oh.
Goodbye. See you, Genza.
Nicely done. DNK hits the ult, and it's a free kill. They forced the flash early on with the all-in, so very easy repeat gank for DNK, and he plays around his mid lane Lucian, which you have to do, because mid lane Lucian without an advantage, not really a champion, so now he can dominate lane, and he's picked to dominate lane. Nicely done. Loki's first moves on the map, very strong around mid jungle, and I really like how they played these first 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there for Loki that the kill did go to DNK, but they're not going to cry too hard about that. As well as, I think Jace is still vulnerable. There's nothing stopping them just going again on the next Sejuani ult. Ooh, Hani in a little bit of trouble, has to pop that Dominus. Hero doing well, ult trade in the end.
Hero is actually ahead in CS. That's interesting to see.
Hero's doing really well.
Hero has struggled in the last few weeks, but at least today he seems to have gotten back to his former self, and Hani is one of our worst top laners, according to analysts, is struggling in the top lane.
God, the interrupt on the knockout there, that was so well done. Seal goes down, Genza's in so much trouble, and it's a double kill for Artifact in the mid lane.
So apparently we're in the Artifact show today. This is...
Yep.
I mean, Seal, DNK definitely did a great deal there to secure 2 kills for Artifact with the interrupt on the EQ from Seal. Nicely done, very, very well timed on the Q. Arctic Assault? Yeah, Arctic Assault is the name. And he gets another turtle plating, double buffs. Genza does not want to go back to lane. He really does not.
Yeah, Genza's like saying in chat, hey top, want to swap? You have better matchup.
DNK gets the first drop, and look at Genza. He can't trade back into this red buff aftershock. Sejuani.
No, not at all. And that was obviously Artifact played that super well and he came out looking flashy, but DNK played that perfectly on the Sejuani.
Yeah, I actually liked Seal's positioning there. They could have won the 2v2 with a good knock up from Seal.
Yeah.
Sadly, he got interrupted and then he was just sitting duck. Was absolutely dead there. Had no aftershock either. So.
Oh, Gens is in trouble. Here comes DNK and he's getting locked up again.
God.
And so, hang on, I've just got a call. Is it the museum? Yeah, I've got a really good artifact for you.
True.
He's really fed. Artifacts popping off. This is going to be hard to contain.
we were really questioning this double ADC pick with Lucian and Wayne. I mean, double ADC is absolutely meta right now, but usually it's Corki and something.
I think the part we were mostly questioning was the Vayne. Lucian mid's a thing. It's a bit rare, but it's a thing.
Lucian mid blind is not a thing, though.
Lucian mid blind is bold.
Lucian mid blind goes back to the Lucian specialists like Perks a few seasons ago, where he just wanted to play Lucian to prove a point. But yeah, I guess Artifact is here to prove a point as well, and he definitely is proving more than 1 point in this game.
So far, he's proven about 4. This is not going well for Genza. I don't like Jace in this point. He's this far behind. He just doesn't do anything. He's just getting caught again. Oh no!
Look at the trades.
He's just gonna die. Oh no, Zodiac might. Ooh, good flash.
Very good flash.
Nice.
Now the flash is gone as well again. So next Sejuani ult already is locked in for mid lane.
Fifth death.
Oh my god, poor guy. The poor guy.
Can we get someone on the phone from the VCS? Like, cyberbullying's really bad, and what they're doing to Gens is just not okay. Harney's getting absolutely bullied up in this top lane, though. Hero's playing this Akali so well.
Yeah, he's at more than 20 CS advantage, and would have been able to solo kill Hani, but he used his ultimate beforehand for another trade, so sadly no immediate kill potential on Hani. Another plating going down mid lane. You don't want this. You don't want this. Oh my god.
Oh, they're going under the tower. Gens is dead as well. QG, just wait 3 minutes.
Okay, can we go to the second game, please?
Like, can we not waste time? Like, it's going to take 15 minutes or so to close this one out. It is just a waste of our time. This is so
What an incredible showing.
It's only a 3k gold lead.
I mean,
just want to put that out.
At 12 minutes, though. And they've only played around 1 lane.
You make a very good point. Oh, man.
Wayne is sitting in the bot lane. It's like, oh no, this game will be over in 15 minutes. I don't want this. I want to play at 40 minutes. I'm Wayne.
I want to be my Vayne. I want my power spike.
You know that Wayne mains will get salty with the mid lane carries. They want to carry. They are Wayne. Look at this. That is just. I mean, he missed the EQ. And even if he did not miss the.
He got dodged.
No, the dodge actually came in afterwards. Artifact was a little too late on the E there. And Seal just straight up missed his EQ. Oh man. Look.
Oh no.
Look at the gold totals. The whole gold lead is the middle lane.
Oh no, that's almost a full item.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
tragic.
Blade costs something like 3,100 gold, so he's 2,800 ahead, almost 1 blade ahead of the enemy. And I like his item choices here, not going with the typical bot lane Lucian build, instead going full for mid game. Oh, Seal, you have to be careful. Lucian is around. Yeah, so this is mid game Lucian, and looking at him, we are at 14 minutes, almost at 2 items. This is definitely a Lucian that can dominate mid game on his own.
Yep.
Especially if he groups up with his big boar friend Sejuani.
Yep. Ooh, up in the top lane, bit of a trade. Hani having to use his ult every time there's a trade. Ooh, flashes for the Q heal. A little bit slick.
Yeah, nicely done.
Could have just flashed me, but whatever. Ooh, down in the bot lane, here comes Engage. Jisoo taking a lot. Out comes the final hour. We're counting it down, and all across the map, it's engages. Because Seal under the tower tries
Seal,
to
please stop.
He goes down.
Oh my god.
And back into the bot lane, Zodiac's dead as well as Jisoo. Oh, and in the mid lane, Genza's dead. 4 members of QG are bitten the dust, and there's the dead.
Oh, the dance from the UK. Rightfully so. He's played a great Sejuani game.
Bristle's got some great moves.
Oh my god, this is annihilation. This is not looking like the same league almost. Loki's running over a QG.
I mean, look, I'm going to do them a favour. What you should do. Obviously, viewers, you won't be able to see this, but you can play along with me. Oh, never mind, actually. I was going to say you could cover up the bottom 4 names of both teams, and then it looks pretty good for QG.
Yeah,
but
not
then Hero
anymore.
died. Yeah, then Hero died, so you validated my point.
Another great flash Q, but let's look at this all in the bot lane. As Celebrity wants to focus Jisoo, but obviously there's the Unbreakable. He just changes target, and look at how fast Zodiac goes down. Celebrity re-engages here. No auto. Oh, that was a really big mistake. No final auto attack from Kaiser, or to hit to trigger the Braum stun.
Yeah.
Yeah. She only pressed Q. She pressed Alt and Q, not a single auto attack. So she could have actually prevented the 2-4-0. I think 1 kill would have happened anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, Zodiac was dead. Zodiac was absolutely dead.
And this is a 2-0 Wayne now as well on the bot lane. Oh man.
6k gold lead. And Artifact is in the top lane. Genza, you thought you could run away from me? You thought you could leave?
140 gold for the kill. 140 golds.
2 cannon.
0 and 7. He wants to go for the reverse legendary power spike.
Well, he needs to get a kill so that he's 1-7. So he's the legendary Bronzil.
Yeah. But reverse legendary is nice as well, so yeah. He has to decide between one of the two. Reverse legendary definitely easier to achieve for him right now.
Just walk it down mid, son. Yes. Oh no. I mean, there's nothing he can do at this point.
No. Oh, Hero, you don't want this.
You don't want this. He's so fed.
Look at him.
You don't want this. Just get culled.
Oh my god.
Artifact just did what my government's done to the native koala population. Oh, he died! Artifact goes down. He went a little bit too far. Now DNK's in trouble, but he'll pick up the 8 kill. What was that W out of Jisoo? It's not going to matter, but interesting. 800 gold shutdown for the Kaiser.
Another 1000 gold shutdown on the Lucian. So at least something back for QG. It's way too late though.
Yeah.
Especially because there's a very fat Wayne in the bot lane as well. She has not really interacted with anyone outside of the bot lane 2v2. So.
Yeah, she also got a few tower plates, all that.
Wow, what was that? That was really bad last hitting.
That was awful.
Yeah, whatever. Look at Hero. He regrets his choices very quickly here. And now overzealous, a dive from Artifact. Probably not the best choice. Yeah, this is very cocky. And he forgot the Ignite as well. I think he just straight up forgot the Ignite from Genza, because so far in the game it did not matter. Great W. W was great. He still had the killer instinct, so once again, whatever. Matter. Yeah. So looking at the gold total, it's still a 3.3k gold lead. So finally, he's now a whole blade ahead of Genza in the mid lane. And right now, it's really dangerous for Genza to enter lane because he just got the shutdown, so he's feeling great. He wants to go for more kills, and he'll still just die immediately.
Hero gets knocked up here by Venus. Venus is just walking at the enemy top laner because he's got Daddy Artifact within range.
Bronze Seal achieved for a second, by the way, so we got the goal. No reverse legendary this time, but Bronze Seal.
I mean, he could go 1 and 18. He could die another 10 times, and he's reverse legendary.
Not too likely, though. Not too likely.
No, I don't think he has time to die another 10 times.
Probably not. Death timers are getting too big. Look at the calling damage against Unbreakable. This is 30.
He's gonna kill Zodiac. Oh, never mind. Oh, Zodiac, you need to leave.
Yeah.
It's really risky, man.
Something like the 35%.
Hero trying to come in and steal as well. Oh no, my stream froze. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, so Loki's turning around the fight. 2 kills over to them. Good engage opportunity for Seal and Hero, but they in the end they couldn't lock down the kill on Artifact because he relentless pursuit away from the crucial last damage tick from Hero's ultimate, and now Inhibitor has gone down prior to 20 minutes.
Yep, I'm back in now. Sorry about that. Missed that one fight. Hopefully we get a replay so we can so I can see what happened.
Yeah, so now Inhibitor down.
A bit of salt in the wounds.
Oh no! Even more insult to injury there. Oh my. That's another tilt flash. They want to hit the surrender button. They really want to.
Yeah.
They are not allowed to, but they really want to.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about the whole you're literally not allowed to surrender.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I think this is definitely a game you could surrender. This is bad for your mental. Playing this out isn't...
Yeah, exactly. You should be able to just say it's worse for our mentality to keep playing.
And by the way, another EQ from Seal that misses. Has not been great on his most played champion today. Really needs to improve for the second game.
Caught out there, flashes away. DNK trying to lead it. Artifact is absolutely culling them. Oh my god, it's like rabbits. Genzo is the first one to go down. Steel finally hits an EQ, but now he's just running away.
Now it's a celebrity show.
Celebrity. Yep. Harney getting one as well. They're sharing it around, but the final hour still active. Hero smacked against the wall. But he goes into the shroud. No one can see him for the moment. Up in the top side there, Jisoo is getting rounded up by the boar. And now it's just Hero. Has to run away. He's going to try and TP. Can they get vision and get the E? Ooh, very close. But it doesn't matter. Baron will be picked up. This game is so over. 10k gold lead at 21 minutes.
It's actually not the biggest gold lead we've ever seen at 20 minutes, I think. Yesterday we had Flash ending a game at 18 minutes and 37 seconds. So...
Yeah, not even 5 Yordles.
Yeah, against 5 Yordles. Fair enough. That was not the greatest team composition ever assembled. But it's still a very hard stomp for Loki.
Yeah, it was. Loki was very upset that Loki wasn't... Sorry, Flash was very upset that Loki wasn't taking the game particularly.
And I'm very sad DNK has not watched LEC, because this is not a Mejai's Sejuani. It's not following into the steps of Jankos.
Sorry? Yeah. I'm sorry? What? Did I miss something last night? I haven't watched the VOD yet.
You missed something last night.
I know who won and all that. I looked at all the post-match threads, but I didn't see the item builds. Yeah, this
team fight is so hopeless. It's so hopeless. There's two ADCs who both are strong enough to carry the fight, and then Sejuani alone has enough damage to probably 1v1 the enemy ADC. So you can see, she misses the Q. Look at the damage. There's no damage on DNK. DNK just straight up kills Jisoo there. Rakan
comes in. 7-1.
Yeah. Should have bought Mejai.
He'd have a great sightseeing book.
Yeah, the Jankos yesterday, he went for Mejai's on Sejuani, and the game, I think, with 13 stacks.
The engage is coming in here. Hero doing his best to take out Celebrity, but Celebrity picks up the first kill onto Zodiac. Jisoo as well, being chased away. Hero goes down. Yeah, this should just be the end of the game now. Nothing QG can do. Can they even fight back in game 2?
What a statement game for Loki. After trolling yesterday, and even winning a game with the TFT comp in the first game.
Dominated again.
Super convincing fashion.
Celebrity gets another one. Celebrity wants to steal the MVP. But no, not quite. Doesn't get that last one, so he can't have it.
What a game. So we opened the game with a 23-minute stomp, but it was actually interesting to watch because there were very cool outplays happening from the side of Loki. Artifact with interesting engages, a little bit overzealous later on in the game when the game was already won. So not sure if we can really discredit him for the later displays. What do you think? Who should be our MVP for this first game?
I actually think DNK. Yeah. I know the jerk is Artifact, but I actually think DNK set him up.
I think he had every important ult. Great interruptions on EQ from his Arctic Assault. Definitely big shout out to almost everyone on the side of Loki. Definitely Artifact with a great performance in the mid lane. But I think in the end, DNK looked even more impressive than his mid laner, so I really want to give it to him as well. Great Sejuani performance. We don't see too many hype Sejuani performances, but this definitely was one of those.
Yep, absolutely. And also, I'd just like to, because I noticed Discord picked up on it, I'd like to correct a little bit of my play-by-play. It's not actually koalas that got culled. I misspoke. We culled kangaroos.
Oh.
Koalas are actually endangered. Don't kill them. They're assholes. Like, koalas are shit creatures, but don't kill them.
Really? Why are they shit creatures? They are cute. They are so cute.
They are cute. They're cute when you watch them on a screen, but koalas are some of the dumbest creatures on the planet.
Oh, really?
Like, they are so stupid. Because, okay, I don't know how much you know about, because I only know this because I looked at koala fat. The reason humans are smart is our brains have lots of folds and stuff.
Okay.
So we have more surface area.
Makes
despite
sense,
our
yeah.
heads being
Makes
like as big
sense.
as they are. Koalas' brains are nearly smooth.
Okay. Not a great sign.
They are idiots. So they eat eucalyptus leaves, right?
I know,
Which,
I know.
terrible diet. It's not actually like particularly nutritious for them, so they have to eat a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, they
But
have
if
to eat
you
all day,
put
right?
it-
They don't do
Yeah.
anything else.
Exactly. They like eat and sleep, and that's if you put a eucalyptus branch in front of a koala, it'll pick a few leaves off and eat it. If you in front of the koala pick the branch up, take the leaves off, and then put them down, it'll starve to death before it eats them because it doesn't know what they
Seriously?
are.
What?
They are
Okay.
idiots.
Interesting.
They also almost all of them have chlamydia.
What is that?
Koalas just it's a sexually transmitted disease.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know why it's so
Oh,
prevalent
I
in
know.
koalas,
Chlamydia. Yeah, chlamydia. Okay,
but
okay.
all of them have chlamydia and they have leaky buttholes. I wish I was joking. They have leaky buttholes because that's how they feed their young. They don't give them milk like a normal
Oh, please,
creature.
please stop.
They give
Okay,
them,
enough
they give them
information.
an
Enough
anal.
information.
Koalas are a shit creature.
Tried literally, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But anyway, we'll have to see if QG can do any better than koalas in Game 2 in just under 6 minutes.
Does not really seem likely, but let's hope for them.
Maybe.
Welcome back to game 2 between Loki and some team that has not shown up to play so far. Maybe we get to announce them later on, because so far I don't think they're worth our time announcing their name. What do you think, Everyday?
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad that the actual opponent for Loki didn't show up today, but to fill time, they made them play versus AI. It's a bit of a weird VCS quirk, but hopefully maybe the bots can put up a better fight next time.
Yeah, hopefully. I really want to see the demon comp again. Sadly, 2 demons were actually banned out from the other team. I'm just going to refuse saying their name because the first, like their performance has been atrocious in the second round robin, and I mean, I want to see them. I want to see them going to relegations instead of FTW, because I think they are. Man, they are not looking like a good team right now, and it's sad to see, because at the beginning of this season they went 4-3 and looked like one of the better teams. We were very impressed with this rookie squad coming into the league, and
they looked like a solid middle of the pack team. That's what I think. But after the round robin, what happened?
Yeah, Hero fell off. I don't actually know if it's on a single player. I think their coordination just got worse and worse. They actually impressed us a lot with their mid games, with their closing of games, how they approached setups on the late game. We thought they were one of our better macro teams in the first round robin, for sure. And now they look like completely lost on the map, completely lost when it comes to coordination between players, get outplayed mechanically. It's just sad to see.
Yeah, it's
Koala Gaming is a good name. I'm gonna go with Koala Gaming.
Oh no, that's mean to koalas. You know my feelings about those creatures.
Wow, that's harsh. That's harsh.
No, that's quite appropriate. This is. I mean, do we see Loki pick another serious comp, or are they just gonna have some fun this time? Do they want to just get it over with and go home?
Good question. I don't know. I'd really like to see another meme comp, but I actually think they'll go serious and go 20 minutes, and we go home very early on today.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they have a great time. You know, I assume you get paid for a full day, played all the games, so doubt they're being paid hourly. Play for 40 minutes. Play for 40 minutes and go home.
Playing a team hourly in a best of 3 format would be a little bit counterintuitive.
I think there might be, if you're being paid hourly, there might be a little bit of backroom, oi lads.
I think that's probably why Flash is always going to 1, right?
Ooh, that makes sense, yeah.
So they actually got the contracts in very weird contracts. Back to a little bit of serious business.
Yep, Hero back to the Akali. He actually looked good in lane. Was the only one that did on the team, so picking that one up. Harney wants the rematch.
Interesting. He got stomped a lane.
Yeah, he got absolutely spanked, but he's just gonna pick it back and say, "I can do it again."
I'd like to see DNK's Nidalee.
Okay, let's not talk about anything he's flicking through here. He's just having a bit of fun.
Rek'Sai first rotation.
Might be what he actually locks in. That's interesting. There's only 2 junglers banned. Jarvan's open. You can pick that away from Seal, but nope.
Opting into the Rek'Sai against J4 matchup. Interesting choice. We've seen way too much Rek'Sai popping up in VCS. I really don't understand why. She's not that great anymore. Gragas is just... Oh, Gragas is banned. I'm sorry. Yes, Gragas is banned, yeah. 5 junglers actually banned out, so... I still think Lee Sin is probably just the better Rek'Sai right now, after the buffs. Maybe he's not too comfortable on the Lee Sin.
I also think Jarvan's just better. You could have picked Jarvan. And then that you take away a comfort pick for Seal there
absolutely.
as well.
I mean, Seal didn't look good in the game 1 on Jarvan.
But normally he's okay on it. And GTV, you really want to run this one back? Like, do you really want a salty run back against that? You got stomped.
Oh, artifact. Yeah, let's go for another mid lane Lucian.
This is literally just a salty run back. What is going on? You can't just play it again. The only change is Rek'Sai instead of Sejuani here.
Yep. And what will we see in terms of bans? More support bans. Will we see another Vayne? I actually think Vayne into Kai'Sa is it's not super great early on in lane, but there, as we saw, there's a lot of all-in potential for the Vayne if they play it correctly.
Yep.
So, yep. I'd like to see another Vayne performance from Celebrity. He looked very good on the pick, and Venus on the Rakan also found many great engages, especially in lane, which is not easy against Braum Kai'Sa.
No, and with the Morgana ban, that definitely signals the Rakan pick, so I'd almost not mind seeing it banned by QTV. I think you know that Venus wants to go to the Rakan here.
And we have the opinion that Rek'Sai is a good pick into J4. I would say...
I think she's neutral.
I mean, she definitely has the stronger early game, but I think you have a very timid window on Rek'Sai to actually outperform the J4, because J4 is good on every stage of the game, right? He scales well into the late game, while Rek'Sai has to do something early, and if you miss your mark in the early game, then you're behind for the rest of the game. So, I mean, theoretically, it's good.
We have potential lifesteal lane, just putting that out there. Thresh locked in.
But this will be mid lane Lucian, no? Oh, what?
Okay, my stream froze, so I don't know what you're reacting to.
You want to go Alistar into Lucian Thresh? Okay,
right.
that's interesting.
Oh, what is this? I don't like this team comp.
Yeah, very late game focused for QJ.
QG, you don't get to late game, champ.
I really don't. And another Vayne.
Let's find out. And they're doing the Vayne again.
So now they've picked Alistar into a very probable Vayne. I really don't understand the Alistar pick. Alistar is so bad against Vayne.
I think I'm a few seconds behind you.
I'll stop at 40.
Yep.
With the timer.
Sorry, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Now?
Okay.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Only 1 second behind me.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind. Yep. Yeah, this is... I don't know why QTV was so happy to just run back a lot of these picks. Doesn't make sense to me. The Syndra ban seems very, very silly.
So it's a little bit of a different mid-lane matchup, right? It's a Ryze into Lucian this time, instead of the Jace into Lucian.
That's interesting. That's a bit of interesting news in the chat. Zeros is out today. He's sick.
Oh. Okay, I hope he gets better for playoffs, but at least it's Gum, and they have the luxury of having 3 of the best top laners in the league. So at least Yoshino can step in and shit on Stark anyway.
I mean, like, for a normal team, losing someone like Zeros would be like losing a leg. For Gum, it's like they got tapped on the shoulder. It's like, oh no, we have to play Yoshino. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, Garm will be fine. That is a shame. I hope Zeros feels better as soon as possible. I hope it's just a bug or something, nothing serious.
And he has stepped up his play in the last 2 weeks, so it's sad to see him be yeah. His laning phase has been absolutely incredible. I think his average CS at 15 is something like plus 40 over the enemy top laner, so it's a ridiculous number. A little bit inflated with some of the games, but some other games he just got it himself, so we have to give him the credit. He's the best laning top laner. His decision making maybe not quite as good as Kiaya's or Yoshino's, but yeah, he gets a lot of leads himself.
I agree. Yeah. Kiaya is just insane.
30, yes. 30 is still a ridiculous number for a CS difference at 50.
Yeah. It's actually ridiculous.
So we get the same matchup in the top lane.
Yep. Presumably it'll go the same way, unless there's been some crazy tech discovered in the 5 minutes since the last game. Genza's very low here. Artifact as well, taking a lot of damage.
W level 1 for Genza. That's not great for him, actually. That actually gives Artifact a big push advantage, even though he had to trade a lot of health to get this skill point out of his enemy mid laner. It gives him a great advantage now in the mid lane. He can just mindlessly push Ryze into turret, and Ryze without his Q and E combination at level 2, not great at last hitting on a turret, so...
Yeah, the only mitigating factor is Ryze started Corrupting Pot, so he recovers from that early skirmish a lot better.
In terms of HP, yeah, but he can't get the skill point back, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely no wave control now.
Just saying, it's a mitigating factor. Artifact does need to be careful. Like, he is low.
But this time there's no...
There's a lot of threat of gank.
Yeah, no Ignite though, this time for Genza. He can actually go for an early reset with his teleport. Teleport against Ignite. The usual mid lane matchup.
Yep, that's a bit more normal than last game. But it may mean we don't get to see the museum display quite as much as last time.
Yeah, we had a very unusual artifact being discovered in the last game. So maybe this time it's just back to normal museum display. Nothing out of the ordinary. But maybe he gets back and actually gets the MVP this time. Because last game was stolen away by DNK. An incredible Sejuani performance.
He had a fantastic Sejuani game, so it was very difficult to hate. DNK surfing into this lane. The land shark is here. Genza needs to be a little bit careful. I don't think they can dive.
No, he's under turret.
So, yeah.
No.
I think that he was more just lurking for a counter gank.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. It's not as easy to deny the EQ from J4 on the Rex side though. Has to be very precise with his knock-up.
You can just go, oh, there's flash knock-up though. He comes and Seal is down. Artifact gets another first blood. Oh, we might be finding another T-Rex skeleton, boys.
Oh my god. He got another double buff. First blood and double buff over to him again.
Genza's just got to be sitting there just like, come on, bruh.
I mean, last game at least he gave up the solo kill himself. He had only himself to blame there. This time, once again, DNK is setting up his mid laner, and very easy kill secure for the mid lane Lucian another time. Now we have to think about mid lane Lucian in the playoff matches, right? Artifact looks great.
Yeah, I mean, you can't leave this open. If demonstrating that they can do this is really big. Well played by DNK. Yep. Perfectly done. And down he goes.
Yeah, I think looking at the lane positioning, Seal had to flash as soon as DNK was close.
Yep. He had to flash much earlier.
Yeah, he did not flash at all.
He at least preserves his flash, so obviously it's not a good situation, but he has his flash to possibly set up a gank.
Yeah, and he has to do something about mid lane. He really has to do something about mid lane. I don't think Ryze is as bad as Jace.
How sad is that inventory for Ryze?
I mean, it's not great, but looking at Illusion, he does not really have anything yet. But the double buffs obviously helps him a lot in the early laning stage.
He's got long swords. He's got some big old swords. And look at that damage.
The trade damage from Genza was not bad. I think this matchup is actually not as bad for the Ryze compared to the Jace. He has very clear trading patterns, and it's very easy to trade back into an aggressive, almost melee champ in this case. Because
Ooh, Artifact gets knocked up. Could be in some trouble here. Has to flash over. No one's really coming to help him though. He needs to get to this blast cone, and he does. DNK's here to help out as well. Gets the knock up onto Genza. There's the damage, and the turn is coming in. But Artifact should be going down as well. Oh, maybe not. And can he escape?
My god!
No, he's down. Oh. Clench your butthole, boys!
Ooh,
it was a close one.
That definitely was a clencher. He almost got out of there. Nice kiting. He definitely knows how to play Lucian.
Yeah, God, yeah. I mean, he did about everything he could, and he just, in the end, it wasn't quite enough. But still, very favourable trade there for Loki. They're happy with that one.
And our hero has to be very annoyed with his mid and jungle as well, because one of the kills went over to his enemy top laner, who he dominated all the time. Look at this. So another E goes down on Artifact. Genza does hit the Q. This is actually a super important Q on Artifact. Artifact would have not gone down without the Q damage. And super close there. The auto attack animation almost not in time. Yeah, we have to
doesn't get much closer than that.
And in the end, at least he loses the double buff, so Genza is obviously not happy with how this played out. Another Sapphire Crystal. No tier. Artifact, what are you doing?
Ooh, Seal going in here. Artifact popping that culling, ignoring the jungler, but he
Why?
picks it up in the end.
Everything
What were
missed
they
from the
doing?
junglers there. Both mid laners just
What?
ignored the junglers for the most part. Because DNK missed his knock up. I'm not sure how he managed to do that. And Seal missed his EQ as well. No, he actually
Yeah,
got the
it's,
knock up this time. Did he?
yeah, he got the
Yeah, I
knock
think
up.
he
I
got
think
the
he
knock
got
up,
the
yeah. So this time it was
um,
DNK on the missing end, but yeah, he's still stronger on the Rex side. Look at the farm advantage as well. So
yeah, this is not going well already for Koala Gaming.
yeah, this looks eerily similar to the first game, I have to say.
Maybe that can be the sponsor.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll get in touch with some of my friends in politics. Maybe the Australian Tourism Board can sponsor them.
Zodiac,
Oh,
Zodiac, what are you
in
doing?
trouble here. He gets the wall. Zodiac, you got to get out of here, champ.
My god.
Zodiac, he just died, and Jisoo's in trouble now. The hook is going to come back up. There's the heal to keep Venus healthy. The roll forward, Jisoo still in trouble. That Vayne passive getting familiar here.
Oh, celebrity
Up
smells
and there's
blood.
the kill.
Yep. And another 2v2 double kill for Loki's bot lane. Looking very strong today. This time, even though Artifact and DNK once again have looked great in the early game, it's not quite as big a lead. So maybe Celebrity can bring himself into the
Not quite
conversation
as big
for
a lead.
MVP.
Not quite as big a lead, 3-1 Lucian.
It's true.
I mean, you're still right. You're still right.
It's not a
God
5-1
damn.
Lucian at least.
And it's not 30 CS ahead. What was Zodiac doing?
Yeah, trolling. I mean, the pick was
I'm
already a troll.
genuine-
The pick is already
I'm
troll.
genuinely surprised. I'm genuinely surprised he didn't just start hitting the cowbell.
Yeah. I really don't understand picking Alistar into a very obvious Vayne pick and Thresh already set up. That's
It's bonkers.
disrespectful. I really can't wrap my mind around why you would do that. It's so bad
It's just
in lane.
silly.
It's so incredibly useless in lane.
It's just incredibly silly. Don't know why they've done it. QG again, just not really showing that they're on the same level. Oh, by the way, Artifact got another kill.
Yep.
We didn't mention it, but yeah, he got another gank from DNK. Actually, was that a solo kill? I'm not sure.
No, DNK came in there. Actually invested his ult and another Q.
I thought so.
4K gold
So,
lead at 9 minutes, so it's even better than last game. A little bit more clean, I think, compared to the last game on Loki's side. Even
Sort of.
I mean,
Only because
at least
they
top
have
lane
it.
is not
Only
losing this time, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is actually a big
Bye-bye,
deal. That
Zodiac.
early kill. Zodiac doing his best Afro mode position and just standing in a random bush and dying.
Oh, that's harsh Aphromoo.
I mean, Afromoo redeemed himself in the back half of the
Definitely.
Summer split. He actually looked really, really good. But he had some interesting.
But I want to highlight an important item power
Hardy
spike for
could be a
Genza.
little bit of trouble here. We'll come back to that, I promise.
dead.
But Hardy pops that Dominus. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. There's the Rage Cage. Hexdrinker procs, but it's not going to be enough. And Hero should be able to clean up this kill. Ooh, Seal. Thief.
That was surprisingly close.
Ooh, here comes Artifact. He smells the blood. He wants the ninja.
No culling, no
Does he
culling.
guess the right bush? He just has to guess the
Nope.
right bush. Nope. Oh, but he'll get him anyway with the dash. Goes into the shroud. Does he have culling? No, he doesn't. So he's not going to be able to sniper out.
Oh,
All right. So what item power spike were we talking about?
tier.
Yeah.
9 minute tier. We are there.
Well done, boys. I mean, honestly, if what you wanted was tears, just go to a QG fan.
Oh, it's true. Shout out to Sight, or one of the founders of the Discord.
How you going, inside? These your boys. Can you come pick them up?
And QG will go 0-7 in the second round robin. What happened to them? I am
I can
still
immediately
super
see
confused.
side typing in Discord. I love you, man.
Great stuff. Yeah, 4K gold lead, more than 4K even, for Loki at 11 minutes. We have once again a 4-1 Lucian at the 2-0 Vayne, so, bye-bye Zodiac, by the way.
Going in for some reason. This Alistair has been so terrible. He goes down, Jisoo follows him, and it's another death.
What can you even say about this game anymore? It's, I mean, This is
I
less serious than yesterday's troll comms from Loki.
TFT game.
Yeah,
Exactly. And Hero's dead as well. D&K will pick that one up.
Loki definitely played closer against Flash
I
with meme
still
comms than QG
I
does
still
against
think
Loki.
it's really, really good of the VCS to every now and then they get, a bunch of 5-year-olds that are dying in hospital and say, you can play a pro game of League of Legends. You just have to pretend to be a team called QTV. And they're all just 5-year-olds because that's the only excuse I can think of.
Man.
What is going
It's
on?
true.
This is just
It's
a
true.
mismatch.
The very well-known meme with the basketball player
Jisoo's
and
just
the
dead.
Jisoo,
Oh,
by the
no.
way.
Manages to live with the heel.
The orphanage. Do you know the meme with the orphanage? With
No, which one's
you
this?
don't know it.
I might know it, but I don't know if you're
Team
description.
QG visited an orphanage that night.
Oh yeah, and he dialed on. Yeah, I do know that
It
one.
was sad to see their little
Dead, by the way.
faces. Reported 5-year-old, whatever in name, a Tom. I'll say.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
I think my Artifact could be dead here. Gets knocked up. He's in the bounce house and he does go down. D&K now went into the Jarvan ult, but he might be okay. Doesn't have his ult though, so he probably can't get a finish off. So he just crawls away.
Yeah, no ult.
I think
He would have definitely gone for the double kill with the ult available, but sadly, no ult timer for him. And in the meantime, Celebrity gets another turret plating bot lane. And we are up to, what is it? Almost 8k gold at 13 minutes.
Yep.
Maybe
I think
new record.
my favorite joke that you can relate to this game is Harney could be in some trouble here. He's not been looking great this series as he does go down there. Seal taking the killers again. But as I was saying, my favorite joke is that can relate to this one is there's a kid and he, it's a very sad situation. His parents hit him and stuff. They beat him, so he gets taken away by the state, and then he gets put in another home, and they beat him too, and it's a really sad situation. And then they take him back to court and say, "We don't know where to send you." It's like, "Oh, can I live with QG? They can't beat anyone."
There was a long build up, but I liked the punchline. My God. Oof. Oh, can Zodiac go for the kill on Celebrity?
I mean, he could try. It's not going to work. And yeah, there's the meme in chat. That's a good one. Said Charlie H6.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah,
Seal in the top lane, getting hunted down.
And he actually had a lot of gold for Artifact, so Artifact needed that kill. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, of course.
It's only a 10 kill advantage, but actually a bigger gold lead than the last game, even though Loki definitely has overextended more compared to the last game. It's interesting how that works out.
They just haven't been farming Genza as much.
Yeah.
Genza's actually still a champion, sort of. He's not just a
He
caster
missed
minion.
another knock up. Low DNK, please. What's going on?
Yeah, it's not going to matter, though. Jisoo's absolutely dead. He's going to get Crocodile Rock. Zodiac will be going down as well.
It looked like they wanted to give the kill over to a Celebrity, and then they remembered this is not a serious game, so it does not matter at all. And the last hit just was got collected by Hani. You seriously stopped for 2 seconds. So very good habits, I have to say, for Loki, waiting for your ADC to pick up the kill. But then they remembered we are 14-4 in this game at 15 minutes. It does not matter at all. Let's just take the kill away. And Hani this time gets to have a little bit of fun, which is great to see as well, because the rest of the team definitely is performing.
Harney gets to join in, which is super nice. Always good to see that. You want everyone to have a bit of fun. Always good to buff the mental, even if they are just finishing out their week here. Still, it's always good. Now, how long do we think it'll take them to close this game out? We're only at 15 minutes.
Look at Loki's ADC's items at 15 minutes.
Yeah, and they're against a Storm Razor on a Kai'Sa.
Yeah, so no item,
good job.
basically.
Yeah, so basically not an item.
So this is still a Wageblade Vayne. I'm actually not sure if Wageblade Vayne is still the way to go. I think Crit Vayne is good again.
Yeah, I agree. I think Rageblade's iffy. In a game like this, it obviously doesn't matter.
It feels great. It's the feel great item, right? It's I don't think it's actually stat efficient anymore on Rain, because you only
No,
get...
I don't think so either. Ooh, Hero trying to make a play here, wants to come in, but he gets absolutely destroyed. Just utterly destroyed,
I
and
mean,
Artifact gets 2.
what did he
Are we going to
expect?
see... I don't know. Are we going to see a Dancing Shelly this game? That's the real question.
Oh, they already summoned Shelly. It will be hard to keep her
It'll
alive.
be very hard, but I'd love... You love to see a Dancing Shelly.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early. I think they should have waited with the Shelly summon. At least they'll get an inhibitor even earlier this game. It was 19
Yep,
minutes
I'll get
and
a
57
17-minute in here.
seconds last game. So now we're at 17 minutes and 7 seconds.
They back off, leaving Shelly to her fate. Absolutely tragic there, low-key. Never leave a man behind or a giant rift monster.
But she got more done than any other Shelly all season. She got 3 turrets, 2 turrets, I think, and an inhibitor.
Yep, pretty ridiculous. Bring back Sword of the Occult for QG games.
Oh, the best stacking item was the tank stacking item. That's a long time ago, though. I think they removed it.
That's a really long time ago.
Season
Yeah.
3 already? I'm not even sure what the bonus did for you.
I don't
Tenacity?
remember. Wasn't it Hell?
Yeah, you stacked health, but the bonus gave you
Yeah.
tenacity or something. I'm not sure. Maybe even movement speed? It was
you know-
insane on tanks. Like if you got to stack that one.
An item I genuinely want to see come back.
Yeah.
Bring back
Force
DFG.
of nature.
No, bring back DFG.
No, don't do that. No.
You don't want some Vega one-shots?
Imagine you Akali with DFG. Please
Oh
not. Yeah, indeed.
I mean, old Akali was pretty good with DFG.
New Akali would be solo kill all the time. Like he can't do anything against that. What other AP champs did get released in the meantime?
I mean, a lot. DFG's been gone for a long time. Oh, Venus just flies over the wall there, trying to get this kill. Celebrity takes a lot of damage. The killer instinct was used. Heroes here. Can you outplay him, Celebrity? Oh, he does with the lantern. So well done there. The bot lane synergy. Mwah! Perfecto. And now Venus charging forward.
Oh, Artifact is here. Da-da-da-da.
It's time. Artifact is here. He wants to cull out Feel. That was a little bit interesting, but he should be able to get this kill. No worries. Venus with a cracker of a Thresh game. 0-0-15.
Holy.
What a god.
Yeah, indeed. He has more kill participations than anyone else on this team.
Yep.
Does Venus
been everywhere.
get to steal away another MVP from Artifact?
I mean, I think probably not, but he's pretty close.
He's very
It's been a
close.
really good Thresh.
He's definitely rivaling CBL's Thresh performance yesterday, which was very good as well.
Absolutely insane. Definitely against a little bit of a higher caliber of opponent.
Shout out to Celebrity as well. 2 Wayne games where he looked really good on the main mechanics. The 2v2 in the bot lane. To be fair, it's a very free 2v2 this time, because they picked Alistar and Kai'Sa into Thresh Wayne, which is Cardinalson. I still don't understand the Alistar pick. That's just
it makes no sense.
If you ever want a good example of inting a draft, this Alistar pick is hard int. But yeah, they absolutely dominated the 2v2 down bot lane and look like one of our strongest duos in this game. To be fair, as you said, they are playing against beginner bots, so it's not too easy, it's not too hard, looking strong.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a little bit pathetic out of Loki here. You've only got a 14k gold lead at 20 minutes. Like, are you even playing the game?
Yeah.
Imagine not having 20k. What are you even doing? Oh, God. And that is the Coca-Cola Energy Baron power play beginning now. Can they grow this gold lead anymore? Or will QG find a way to fight back?
I mean, this will actually not be the biggest power play, because there's no structures for Loki to secure. Yeah.
But maybe QG can find the Coca-Cola Energy within themselves to fight back.
I mean, maybe if they reset the game, but even if you put in G2 now for QG, they would have no chance of getting back into the game.
I'm pretty sure you could put like 5 people from the VCS Discord in for low-key right now. We'd probably still.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I could win the game. Oh, Venus gets a little bit caught there. He will go down, but Celebrity's free firing on the back line. Jisoo's on top of him. You're a little bit too deep, son. And look at the base.
Yeah, Artifact just casually winning the game.
And he just pulls away from him and goes, oh, wait, no, I want kills.
Yeah. Wait, I want the MVP. I need solo kills. Give me solo kills. First solo kill collected. We'll get another one.
Yep. Nope. I don't think he'll manage to... are they going to fountain dive? No.
Even faster than game one.
The Coca-Cola Baron power play is pretty good because there's a lot of gold in the Nexus.
Yeah, 50 gold power play. It's the most important one you can collect, so... What a performance from Loki.
I actually love that that's a loading screen tip.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
Destroy the enemy Nexus.
Do you know the TFT equivalent that is happening right now?
Yeah, if you need 1 gold, try winning the next round.
Win the next round. Nice. Thank you, Riot Games.
You gotta love it. I think my favorite loading screen tip of all time was a World of Warcraft loading screen tip. Was you can make lots of friends in Azeroth, but don't forget to go outside as well. Literally just go outside, you nerds. Anyway, that is a very clean 2-0 here for Loki.
Oh, look at Gensa. Gensa's like...
Gensa's having a great time.
I am not sure why, but he's having a great time. Apparently. I mean they were outclassed in every stretch of the MMA.
What else can you do? What else can you do after that? What's the point of beating yourself up?
It's true. It was the last series as well for them. Yeah.
Yeah, like your season's over. Your team probably isn't going to exist in that form next split. God, I hope it doesn't.
Might not be over actually. If FTB wins tomorrow, QG is in relegations. And looking at the form right now, relegations look scary.
Yeah, you can say that again. I don't favour them getting back in if they go into that, but yeah, there's not a huge amount to say. Loki was just better in every single way. Artifact getting the special boy box. That's nice.
Watching Artifact, even though I have no idea what he's saying, I think it's very interesting watching Artifact's face because he's very expressive with his mimic. Yesterday, when they banned away the Braum, and he had to figure out a way. Artifact is very engaged, definitely.
Low-key speedrun QG any percent.
Yeah.
Have to have that one at next GDQ.
I mean, 3 games, and they would have rivaled the record for G2 for the fastest best of 5.
Yeah, that's true. Except they would have had to lose one. Would have been pretty tricky. So we do have to name an MVP for that last game.
Oh,
I do
it's
think
so hard.
I think Artifact. He had a really good position. I just want, I almost want to give it.
But he once again was set up by DNK. I'm not sure if it's really his play that. It's.
I don't want to give it to DNK this time. He missed.
No, DNK definitely not DNK. I would really like to give a shout out to the bot lane as well. They played 2 very great games. It's kind of a crime not giving one of the MVPs to Artifact, but in both games I think there was one member he was even better than him.
Not sure.
You want to give it to Artifact? I think
so. I think you have to give him a nod because he had an almost MVP performance in both games.
It's true. Yeah, he definitely is a serious MVP. And I'm fine with giving him the MVP for game 2, but I think a big shout out to Venus and Celebrity. Once again, showing that looked like leaks of a difference between the bot lanes. They got 2 2v2 kills, 4 2v2 kills this game. 2 2v2 kills on the last game. And as we said in game, Venus had a 0-0-20 score at the end or something. Like he had insane kill participation, did not die, set up everyone, got a kill for Artifact as well.
Absolutely bonkers. And I mean, it's going to be a long break now, unfortunately. The fact that series was very quick, unfortunately, probably doesn't mean that we get the next series any quicker. It's going to be nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, it's wow. I think this has been our fastest first series ever.
Oh, by far. No, I don't think it's even particularly close. It's ridiculous.
But at least we can touch on the next series for a little bit because we have a lot of time left.
Okay.
Flash against Gum, the series of the week, definitely. Maybe the finals preview, even though Loki still looks like a contender as well. I'm hyped for Loki against Flash in semifinals. I think that should be a very good best of 5.
Yeah, it should be.
If you get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, apparently Gum's put out some fighting words, so maybe it's a Gum low-key semi-final if Gum ends up winning next series.
But I think
yeah, next series is going to be a bit of a banger.
Yeah, the next series will be very important. Not that important if you look at the immediate implications in terms of standings. Very important looking ahead at playoffs. Very likely final matchup, maybe on a different patch, but still you can. Maybe they want to hide some strats. I'm not sure. Yesterday Loki definitely wanted to hide strats from Flash. Flash went in, just played their normal style. I don't think they can hide too many strats. Flash is a very easy to read team.
I think the difference between first and second is actually pretty important as well. Second and third they're basically the same, right? But regardless of how it actually works out, if it is just first, fourth, or you pick, you want to play DBL in your semifinals.
Right now DBL looks so much worse. Yeah.
Exactly. So coming first actually really matters. Like, you can hide strats all you want, but I'd rather reveal my strats and get a better opponent than hide my strats.
Yeah. As you can see, 1 hour and 40 minutes. So long pause ahead of us.
Yeah.
You can get some sleep.
Be back, I think I might make some dinner. I've got some sausages defrosting.
Or maybe you have time for both.
Yeah, true. I've got a long time.
And
anyway, we will see you in an hour and 40 minutes, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm every day.
Mark your calendars, because that will be a matchup. Or your timetable for today, because calendar would be a little bit weird.
Yeah, probably don't need that one. But definitely don't miss this next game. It's going to be an absolute banger.
And a little bit of a closer one, that's for sure. Even if Gum stomps Flash, it will not be two 22-minute games. That's for sure.
Not a chance.